Here we are on another adventure out within Mother Nature's studio. Yeah, this place is an old Pepsi house. It's like an old warehouse. You know, the things you find when you go out on the little adventures. You know, this was hustle and bustle one time. Probably helped build this little city up here in Vermont, Brattleboro, Vermont, at one point. Now it's just a vacant lot, sitting here, doing nothing. You know, you got pallets, dumpster, you got some old soda fountain stuff here. You know, everything here is just going to waste. Cooler than an old box truck. I don't know if we can see inside these windows here. Not really. Just looks like a bunch of junk in there. It's too dark in there to see anything. But there's where all your Pepsi came from. It's all your syrup. Used to bring it to the old diners back in the day. Mixed with a little bit of soda pop, and there's your Pepsi. But here's a building with everything just laying here flat, just wasting away. Pepsi just decided to shut it down, you know, without thinking of the fact that now they get townspeople out of jobs. You know, so then they, with this thing laying vacant, and then yeah, you do have new businesses that do pop up, when it's a fast food joint or whatever, but they rip down more trees, build new property. It's like, oh, I can make it new. Rip this thing down. You get the land. Nothing wrong with it. Rip this thing down. Start over. Reinvent. You know, instead of cutting down more trees, which takes away from, forces all the wildlife out of their homes. You know, there's no reinvention going on. That's the part that this, I don't know. Well, you go out in these little adventures. Well, this looks like the main entrance. Not much going on there. But you see all this stuff, it just makes you wonder. You know, everybody, when they go out, they go up Route 91, superhighway. And they want to do 100 to get to where they want to go. Well, take a little journey, go up Route 5, 106, 103, Route 7, all up to Vermont. See the back roads. See what actually built America. You go through these small towns. Learn something, learn a piece of history. That's what we don't do today anymore. It's kind of sad in a way, you know? And then when things don't go their way as far as politics, then they all cry and argue, divide each other, whatever else. You know? I found this book I'm reading. And I'm going to read you a little paragraph on the back side of it, which I thought is pretty good of what's going on right now. Here's the book. People versus Democracy. You know, if you look at this back segment, the top paragraph. The world is in turmoil. From Russia and Turkey across Europe into the United States. Autocratic populists have seized power. There's two core components of liberal democracy: individual rights and popular will are increasingly at war. As the role of money in politics has soared, a system of rights without democracy has taken hold. Populists who rail against this say they want to return power to the people. They wanted to return power to the people, but in practice, they create something just as bad: a system of democracy without rights. Exactly what we're going through right now. Now you're gonna have all this change. People change, things change. You got corporate companies shutting down places like this Pepsi plant right here, right? Old Pepsi warehouse. But once you throw greed, power, and control into the mix, now you become a sociopath. Because you don't care about the people of this community. You don't care how many people you just let out of a job. Because you want the money. It's all about the money, the power, the control. Nobody cares anymore. That's what needs to change. You know? So when you're going out on your little journeys, take some back roads. See what life used to be like out there. You know? See the beauty deep out there. Look at those yellow flowers sitting there. You know, you get the color of the trees. You know, look at real life. Don't look at this. If you do look at this, look at ways of reinventing this. So you can turn this into beauty.